How was your weekend?
It was amazing. I went to Jim Corbett. So only yesterday we came back.
Oh, nice, nice. So you had
Yes.
a good time with your kids.
Yeah, it was kind of official trip, which is from my husband's office
Okay,
side,
okay.
and we all four enjoyed a lot. Yes. I had I have spent some quality time with my kids as well.
Oh, lovely, lovely. So nice, na? You will feel
Yes.
very energized. Yeah, yeah. True, true. Yeah.
We women, especially, we need these kinds of vacations.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Perfectly right.
daily we are doing same household work, we feel like very not exactly tired, but we
Yeah.
feel like, okay,
Very
someday I need
monotonous.
relief. Yeah, it's a
Mm.
kind of monotonous daily,
Yeah.
like we're waking
Correct.
up, cooking food, feeding to a family. So we need
Yeah.
break.
It's the same for everybody. Maybe, like when the kids are young, the forms are different. That's it. But it does exist.
Yes.
Yeah. True, true, true. So then, what else, Karishma? I'm trying my earphone one more time.
Okay, you
Hopefully, it
can
works.
try.
Ah, it's working. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
No,
No, it's not.
no, no.
So are you
Okay.
not able to hear me properly?
No, no, I'm able to hear you properly. I thought if I plug it in, then the outside noise will be cut out. But then,
Oh, okay.
because
But
our
that's
road is
fine.
very busy. See, there's always something or the other, like the road, some vehicle or the other passing. Of course, not as bad as yours. Yours is terrible.
Now
Again,
I'm back to
like
Gurgaon.
reading about this, what is this? Again, this pollution thing, no? It's really scary. 2 days back
Yeah.
also I read, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. So how was your classes are doing? Like
Ah, as usual.
as usual.
That's what is keeping me sane.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
important.
yeah, yeah.
We should keep ourselves busy in somewhere.
Yes,
Otherwise, our mind is something which goes here and there in
correct,
unnecessary stuff. And you know what? It
correct.
gives us different kind of troubles, unnecessary.
Yeah.
I have noticed like a few days ago when I was like so much into reels, I started watching few Instagram reels, and
Uh,
the moment I watched those reels, I realized, oh my god, why my husband is not doing these things for me? Like, look at the reels. Many husbands are doing this for their wives, and they are. So I used to think like that, and then suddenly I stopped watching them. So because if I will keep thinking like that, I may not be able to work properly. So I
and
think,
and all Karishma, it might be only for reels, only for the sake of
yeah,
reels. Yeah.
but
See, no, we when we educated people can imagine so much and think about the ones who are not educated,
yes, yes, yes,
isn't it?
absolutely. This is what I thought that moment. Because that is why they called influencers actually. They influence others' mind, and it is not really a good thing. We should understand what is fake and what is real, but
Ah,
sometimes, even without going into deep, like the practical thing, we assume that, okay, it is true. We assume sometimes because we all are human. Our mind is working
correct,
like that.
correct.
But ultimately, we should understand. No, it's not true
Yeah.
because I have seen many vlog channels and I have seen like good bonding with them. But all of sudden, someday I watch a video where they are declaring their divorce. So that time I shocked. How they are beautiful couples. They were doing vlogging for so long. It's been 3 years, 4 years, and now they
Yeah.
are like divorced. What can be the reason? They were so happy in social media through their
Mm,
reels, through their vlogs. We do not know
yeah.
the reality,
This
like
is
what
like a
what is
very
happening
different
in one's life.
phase. Yeah, it's a very different phase you put on. What you show to others is a very different phase. Yeah.
Hmm. So, ma'am,
Okay.
do you also watch reels and all?
I don't watch reels, Karishma. I don't.
Do you
Whenever
watch any vlog?
I watch some, like stories or some contents like this, or somebody's speech or somebody's interview, that kind of
Okay.
thing, which, it doesn't feel any rubbish thoughts in your mind.
Ah, that's good.
Consciously, I do that. Yeah. Or
Ah,
else I talk to somebody because that is
okay.
more, that is better than, like watching these reels. Of course, we should always have somebody to talk to. That's a different thing, but
Yes, yes.
that's always better. Because I
No.
to go through this, what? Why? Because now see, my house is almost like an empty nest. because my son
Mhm.
is grown up, so he keeps coming here, but then he doesn't stay here. And my husband, he is busy in his work, and I am busy in mine. So what happens? There is no noise in the house. The house is so quiet, isn't it?
Ah,
So that also sometimes you feel, like you will feel that emptiness. So you shouldn't let that get into your mind, because
ah,
mind is like one child. The way we treat it, the more we pamper it with good things, it will act very well with us, isn't it?
yes,
We should not let it that, like, laad pyar karo, and we should not let it, like, rule over us in a good way. Mm.
true,
And
true,
like, and
true.
make your and prepare your mind. Today it's going to be like this. Okay, don't worry. Okay, today is going to be like this, but tomorrow it will be better. It's like how you tell your child, na? बिल्कुल वैसे ही
Hmm.
soothing talks. Okay, you know that tomorrow you're going to have a rough day. So then when you prepare yourself beforehand, so that rough day doesn't seem to be really rough because you had already
Ah,
prepared yourself.
prepared, yes.
So all that is only, like preparing your mind and what to do.
It is very difficult
Yeah.
task to prepare our mind to do something. If I talk about, you see, mind is everything. What I feel is that if it is in your
Yes.
control, you are the most powerful person.
Yes.
Because that
Yes.
is something very, what do we call chanchal in English? It's
Yeah. It is very, you're saying that it is kind of, like it goes, like imagination is wild, wild imagination. That's what you're saying, na? Yeah.
yes. So
Okay.
it's very difficult to control. Even, I would like to share something. I am, trying to be slim from last few months.
Mm.
And the time, like, sometimes it happened that I couldn't control on my cravings. I'm a kind of foodie girl. When I see food, I get mad. I have to eat it. For that moment, I forgot, okay, I'm on diet or I am working on my health. So it is very difficult to control my mind that time. So, what is one thing that you feel that you cannot control your mind on that particular thing? Is there anything? For me, it is food.
Now that, yeah, now that, like, I have crossed that stage, Karishma, because I have like I will not say I have mastered my mind, because nobody can. Otherwise, then I will not be a human being. I'll be a saint. So I have not mastered my mind, but then I don't get carried away easily by
Oh,
anybody's fancy words or by somebody's love or affection. I don't get carried away in the sense I don't start expecting too much. When you expect too much,
ah,
and when that doesn't happen, that's when the problem starts. But that's not an easy thing, because I have done it over a period of time. It didn't come to me. But
mm,
the seed was sowed early in my childhood. So thanks to my mom who sowed that seed, because she used to always tell me, like, look at the flip side, look at the flip side. Plus side to apne aap aayega, because that's a bonus. When you get a bonus, you will feel happy. But look at
mm,
the flip side. What is the negative side? Negative pe kaam karo, to positive apne aap will give you happiness.
mm,
So my mind was conditioned like that. And I was in a hostel, Karishma, right from my childhood, from fifth class. So
oh,
I have, yes, so I've been independent. So there were, my
mm,
like, parents were not there. Like, kuch bhi hua to I can't go running to my mom or dad, you know. So then I learned that how you have to survive among people. And there'll be
yeah,
all kinds of girls, isn't it? Somebody helpful, somebody nice, somebody not so nice. So you can't keep complaining to the mother superior every time, go run to her and say that that girl has hit me or this girl has done this. So we were taught to, like, fight our own battles
yeah, the
at
too
that time.
early.
So half is my, like, my hostel life, and then my mom's thing. So that has made me really strong. And one thing I learned at a very young age, that don't depend on anybody. Yeah, don't
Anybody.
expect anybody कि वो आपके लिए कुछ करेंगे. And if
Mm,
at all they do, then there'll be a price attached to it. Price in the sense, then
you have
later
to
on
pay
they may
something for
have to
that.
return the favor. So you should be
Yes.
prepared for that.
100% agreed to this point of yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so like what I feel is that in India, especially, that women understand this situation or the condition, like you are in, you understand already, like in your young age. People
Mm.
understand only when they get married. What I feel is that because
Correct.
all the girls, not girls,
Correct.
boys, everyone is getting pampered by their parents, right, in the
Correct.
beginning of their lives. Like you said that you were in the hostel, like when you were in the fifth class, you're studying in fifth class. So it's not the case with everyone. So for me,
Yes.
like I was with my parents like till the age of 27. I got married in 27.
Hmm.
So after that, I understand the reality of the world, honestly. Before that, like everything seemed so easy for me.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
like,
very fully,
you're like You are kept like this.
Yeah, every parent do that. Every
Correct,
parent.
correct,
So most of the time, it is the case with every woman. I feel like especially if they're pampered by their parents, after marriage they face or they see another word, another kind of responsibility, and then that's the time when women especially understand, okay, we should not dependent on anybody.
correct.
Depending on parent is another
Correct.
thing, but depending on someone another than parents is completely different thing.
And there's another thing, I don't know whether you will agree to it or not. It's my opinion that when you get married, na, to, looking at all these, movies and all, you think that you are going to enter into a very blissful phase. Huh? Isn't it? Because that's your imagination running wild. What you have seen in
Yes,
movies and serials, but actual life is far away from that. So
yes,
when that when imagination doesn't meet the reality, there you get hit. You thought, Hari, I thought,
yes.
like this would be bliss, but
Yeah.
this is so different from what I imagined.
Exactly, exactly. It's absolutely true. You're talking with your experience. You know everything, and now I'm just experiencing those things now at this stage. It's been 8 years of my marriage. Not exactly eight. It's about to 8 years of my marriage. I have two children now, so now I do understand. Okay, the marriage is not about going on a trip, enjoying a vacation, or watching a movie together. It's not about that. It is about fulfilling others' requirement. You should prioritize other persons, and you're on the second place. You're not the first person. Even if you are doing everything,
Correct,
you're doing for somebody else.
correct.
That is all about a relationship. This is how a relation work. If you
Yes.
will keep
And Karishma, you
expecting
have to keep
things.
on working. There is no end to this relationship, working relationship.
Yes,
You have to keep on working, keep on
yes,
working.
that's true. Yeah,
Because
that's
every day is a new day. Every day you learn something. Oh, I thought this is how it is. Oh, okay. So then I need to change. Okay. Huh.
And that is why, I have seen in relationships initially when they got married, two people got married. Initially, for 1 or 2 years are very difficult for them. And if you will survive those 2 to 3 years, I have heard this thing from our elders also. Like, if you are going into a marriage, you
Correct.
have to learn how
Yes.
to deal with it. Like, at least 2 to 3 years you will take. You may have a lot of fights, arguments. You have to come over that, then only you will be able to survive in that relationship. If you want to keep it long, you have to face all these troubles. If you will give up
And you
in
have to
starting two
ignore certain
years
things. Certain things you have to ignore. You shouldn't, like catch
yes,
every point and sit and cry over it or, complain
yeah,
about it.
yeah, i
That's
think I think there should be some education for that also. Like, girls should be taught, or it's at the same time men's, they also should taught like how you should behave after getting married. You should also do not expect lot from a girl who is
correct.
just like 20, 25 years old. So
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, what happens is when you get married very young, you're not that mature. It's understandable. But like I
Mm,
got married when I was 26. So I was already matured, and by nature, I'm a very strong individual. So that
mm,
also counts, like what kind of a person you are.
person you
Like
are.
I don't get bullied by people, and I don't give in easily. But that doesn't mean that I will give in where I have to give in, because I know that if it is my family, then I will give in. Why? Because it is my happiness also. So keep that in mind, and don't always keep counting or settling scores. Okay, last time, like I had compromised, this time you will compromise. That is not correct.
That is not
It's
right.
not.
Yeah. This is
Because
not.
the more you give it away, na, the more it will come back to you. And the more
Yes.
you hold it, the more it will try to get away from you.
That's
You
true,
should not.
100%.
But it doesn't happen because I am seeing I don't blame anybody. It's just the generation,
Hmm.
gap. Because my sister, see, my sister is 6.5 years younger to me. Both of us were brought up in the same house, but she was always with my mother. So she was literally mollycoddled by my mother, and I was always away. And but then after marriage, she got married at the age of 23. But after
Okay.
marriage, yeah, she had to go through a lot of, why? Because she was so timid. She, she was scared, because
Hmm.
my mother and father, they made her study, but they didn't let her work or go out because my father was scared that she cannot survive in the world. I will not let her go out and work. But for me, they didn't have that because they thought that, oh, she can go out and manage on her own, but they didn't have that confidence about my sister.
Sister.
So she was like, she was always, like kept up in wraps. So after marriage, it was completely different for her. And
Different.
what she has gone through, now she's become wiser and wiser. She says, I wish I had this wisdom when I was young. So it's not possible.
That's
It's experience that makes you wise, isn't it?
mm,
You will, and there is no formula for, correct experience.
mm.
There's
And
nothing
what is
called
your
as you can do it right, isn't it? It's only by doing you learn.
yes, 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 true. No, what is your opinion about today's parents? Like, are they pampering their child, or like, is it the correct way of bringing them
I
up?
um,
What do
it
you
is
feel?
only my opinion. I feel that the parents today, we put a lot of pressure on our children, which is very wrong.
Okay.
Okay, see,
In terms
pampering,
of what? Like
pampering
education?
happens. Huh?
In
Yeah,
terms of what?
yeah, education wise, everything. See, pampering happens when, especially when there are working individuals, mother, father, both are working. So the mother has more guilt than the father. It's by nature that we are more guilty when we leave our children and go. So what we do is we try to make it up. So how do we try to make it up? Like with these things, giving into their whims and fancies, or taking them out every now and then, or getting them gifts. I'm not saying it is wrong, but there should be a limit to it, or they should know when the mother says yes, it is yes, but when the mother says no, it is no.
And what
Otherwise,
if
what will
mother
happen?
says
They
no
will
and
do
father says
tantrums,
yes?
isn't it? Yes, we can go today. You can have an ice cream. Fine. But if the mother says no, no going out today or no gifts, then you should understand that also, and they should, abide by that also. So, all said and done, till today in our Indian system, the upbringing lies with the mother
Hmm.
mostly. Even
Now it
there
is
are
changing.
exception cases, even the fathers participate. I'm not saying they don't. See, if
Hmm.
the child does well, they'll say Mera beta or Meri beti. The child is doing something wrong, Tumhara beta or Tumhari beti. Why do we differentiate?
Yes, it happens.
Hmm. So that happens. You can't help it because that's how our system is.
Hmm.
But what I say, we can bring a change by how simply keep correcting them. Oh yeah, yeah, it's our beta, not mera ya tumhara. It is our beta. Galat karega, that also is our beta, and kuch acha karega, to bhi our beta. So we keep on telling them, like in a very soft way, because sometimes you should not hurt their egos also. So that also
Yes.
is important because it depends from man to man, their nature, isn't it? Some men are very egoistic and some men aren't. So we don't know. So we have to play a very safe game because the family shouldn't suffer. The family happiness shouldn't be at stake, isn't it?
Yes,
So
yes.
you have to that is why women are called as multitaskers because we look at everybody and सबका संभाल के चलते हैं,
Hmm.
which generally men don't because they are not made that way. That's why.
Maybe.
Yeah, that is why. But there are exceptions always. There are men who are very good and women who are not that good in these things. That's exception. But generally, this is the scenario. Yeah.
But in India only. Other countries, I do not think they follow the same because both parents are doing the same.
Yeah.
Like husband is cooking, wife is going office. Like
Uh,
that
uh,
is
that
different.
is
The culture
different
is absolutely different.
because the gender equality still hasn't come in India. It is there partially. See, the wife can go out and work. Uska paisa bhi chahiye, but she should come and work at home also.
Yeah.
That's what, I told somebody, I was saying that I heard Sudha Murthy's, in one of her speeches, she had said
Mm-hmm.
that we have educated our daughters, but we have not educated our sons. Why? Because
Sons.
they expect their wives to go out and work, come back and work in the kitchen. How is it possible?
Yeah,
Isn't it? You come
that's
home at
true.
8 o'clock. She also comes home at 8. You go straight, switch on the TV or take the newspaper and sit or with your phone. But she has to go straight to the kitchen.
Hmm. Why?
And
This
then
is not
what
good
they will
now.
do, they'll say, even my mother did this, but was your mother working like your wife? They don't,
Hmm.
like, they don't go into that. They just say that my mother managed us. We were seven of us, we were eight of us. Now there is only one or two. You can't manage that. See,
Yeah.
mhm.
Time has
We have
been
to
changed
decide.
and they should understand. I can see the change this generation. Like I have seen that fathers are more concerned about their kids and they're doing and participating in all chores. So that is really good, but
Yes,
still there is
yes.
there's an improvement which is
Correct.
required. And I think for that we need to teach our sons.
Yes. Yes.
Like
Our
daughters
sons.
are
Yeah.
already good. They do understand, they are watching their
Correct.
mothers, and this is how they learn everything. We don't even
Correct.
need to tell them that you need to learn roti, banana,
Correct.
and other things. They automatically learn, but we need
Correct.
to teach or tell our sons that you have to do it, you have to participate, you have
Yeah.
to equally
Yes.
responsible
Yes.
for everything, for your
Share the
house.
responsibilities and give the other person the respect also. You have to respect her also, not only sharing responsibilities, respecting her.
Respecting her.
That
That's
is
when the
very
problem arises now, because they are watching their fathers not doing anything. How they can learn? As I have heard this thing that kids learn just to see you, just seeing you. They are not
nice.
learning by telling them. I
Correct.
cannot tell them like you have to do it and they will do. Once they will see that the father are doing, then only they will do it. Because sons most of the time, depending on their father, they try to copy the father, and most of the time girls copy their mother. This is how the girls are very much responsible, because they're seeing it since their
Yeah.
childhood. Because I have been
Yes,
I
you're
am
right.
responsible in the same way. I have seen my mother. She used to do stitching, and along with that she used to cook food for the family and taking care of everyone. This is what I have seen doing her, and the same thing I want to do it. I thought, okay, it's not a big deal. If she can do, I can also do. This is my responsibility. But similarly, fathers has to like take participation in all the things, then only kids will understand, which is not possible in India.
Correct. Correct. Because we haven't, that's what I'm saying, no, that we need to, when a girl gets married and comes to a house, she has to be welcomed. You have to make the space for her because she's leaving her everything and coming to a very new
Mm.
setup. So
Yes.
if you don't welcome her and don't make welcoming, isn't don't you should make her feel at home.
Yes.
Do that, she will do everything for you. What does
Yes.
she expect? Only self-respect and acknowledgement. That's it. अरे
Mm.
पैसा आगे पीछे, that is also okay, but self-respect and acknowledgement,
That's
isn't it?
important.
That's important. So we should make the way.
Yes, people say that girls want money, but I do not feel in that way. Literally, telling you honestly, I always want that my husband or my family should respect me. That's the greatest award for me. That is the
There
like,
may be
even
people
I
who
don't
are
need
wanting
appreciation.
money.
You should just respect the other person.
Yeah, there may be people who are wanting money because, see, after all, we cannot, tell about everybody. But in
Mm.
general, that like even if if you want money, still respect is something that you will always want.
Yes.
Self-respect hurt nahi hona chahiye. And you can
Yes.
sacrifice and you can do everything, but not at the cost of your self-respect.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
That important.
And like many a times, people will ask me, you don't know, but in our house, I can't because I don't have any support. Are be your own support. धीरे धीरे mentally, okay, financially नहीं है, कम से कम mind को अपना मतलब healthy रखो, so that you don't give in easily. You are like, okay, I'll see how to improve myself or how to keep myself happy. Given the scenario, how should I keep myself happy? That is in my hand, and I have so many gadgets nowadays. Everything is at my fingertips. I don't need to go
Yes.
asking for somebody, isn't it?
Yes.
Type a question,
Yes.
the Google will give you 1,000 answers.
Yes.
Ah, so that way you can become, everybody has a phone, at least a phone to sabke paas hai, isn't it?
True.
That's again the mindset. That's
Mm.
why we need to, our daughters, we need to not only educate them, also give them the self-confidence key. They should be able to take care of themselves without depending on, don't
Mm.
depend, ki, you are my husband, you have to take care. Are not necessary.
Yes.
Yeah, you can also do that by yourself
Mm,
and
that's
earn
true.
respect from others, earn respect from others, isn't it? Again, that's in
I
our hands. We should not blame others.
When I
We
talk
have
to
not,
you, I feel
that
that you
means
are the
we have not
most
worked for it, isn't
you
it?
that's
Correct?
true. I do understand, and that's why I'm telling you that you are the most strongest person I have ever seen.
Because
Seriously.
my experiences have made me like that.
Yes, and that's good thing.
Yeah, because even I have gone through all the, but luckily I have gone through all the lows of life when I had age at my side. So that's a blessing in disguise, which I'm really grateful for to God. Because when there is age, na, to आपके पास stamina भी रहता है and your mental will is stronger than
Strong.
at a later stage. So now I am reaping the benefits. That's it. But
Mm-mm.
I have worked hard for it earlier. Many of people know they don't see the journey, they just see the result. Ki, Arey, you have reached the top. Wow.
Yes.
But then that
Wow.
journey was such an uphill task. Nobody places.
Yes. Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
today's world, yeah. So always when we see somebody's result, na, we should look at their, like the steps they have taken to climb and reach there, one at a time,
Yes.
or like, and how many times they would have fallen, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because if like when I tell people that no, I was not like this, they don't believe because they are seeing me now, what I am.
Mm.
I have seen myself, what I have been through. I was the only friend of mine at that time. I said, if you also are not your own friend, then nobody can be your friend. God also
Mm.
helps those who help themselves.
Yes. This is like I completely agree with this, and that's the
Yeah.
only reason I'm very much confident. I always self believe. I've seen people they're afraid. They don't believe themselves. They better like they feel good when they are dependent on their husband, their family. What I feel is that you should have that belief that okay, you can also do it. You
And
can also do
कभी
it.
कभी क्या होता है ना, some when something new you're going to do na, your very nearest people are the ones who first put you down. It's but natural
100%.
because they'll tell you, Arey, why everything is going well now? Why do you want to get into this? And like first thing, even only your nearest circle people will tell you. You should not take everything inside your head. You should listen to them, but do your homework. If you know who you are and what you are and what are your pluses, then you should be like take it in your stride. Okay, because people they have the freedom to tell their opinions, so you cannot
Yes.
stop them from telling their opinion. But
Yes.
what you take and how you take is within your control. So at least do what is in your control, na. When
That's true.
somebody
Even
tells me this, na, I tell them, oh, thank you. That should be your level of confidence. Oh, thanks.
great.
Thanks for your like feedback. Thank you. So next
Great.
time
Great.
2-3 बार के बाद they will know that oh इस पे असर ही नहीं होता है.
असर ही नहीं होता है. They will stop. No, I have heard the same comment as you are saying, like from the very nearest ones. They say, "Why are you, mugging up with this YouTube whole day? You are not getting good money. You're just getting the kharcha pani. Like it's not sufficient. If you will do some other good work, you will get good amount of money. Why are you not quitting it?" So at that time, I was like quiet, but still, I'm trying to be something. Try to be get that position on YouTube, and then I will answer them. Answer them. So there
Correct.
are people who are going to stop you, they're going to discourage you, they're going to judge you, especially like, why are you doing it? If you're not getting something out of it, they do not understand that it's your passion. You feel happy when you're doing it. See,
Because
happiness is
they
important.
equate
Why
it
are
with
we
money.
here?
Yeah, they equate it with money. Isn't it for
Yeah,
them? इतने घंटे का
yes,
काम मतलब that should fetch you so much of money.
yes,
Because
yes,
what example they will give, if you go out and work somewhere, you will be paid. अरे कुछ तो पैसा मिलेगा हाथ में. That's
yes,
that's how they will automatically compare. But what are you looking for? You are looking for your like happiness, your own happiness.
happiness.
So that you are getting.
Yes. See,
And
at
kharcha
this age,
pani,
even I
you didn't
can't
get
even,
out for kharcha pani. You didn't start this for kharcha pani.
yeah,
You are already
yeah,
living a comfortable, a
yeah.
decent life. Then
It's my passion. I would love to connect with people. I would love that I should speak good English, and I am improving day by day. I can see the improvements. So that is my satisfaction level. So you should understand that. But obviously, you're like the people will never understand that. They always compare
that,
everything with the money these days, and
that,
you don't believe, but it really hurts me. Like I sometimes when I get this kind of comment from the people who are very close to me, I feel really hurt. Sometimes I thought of like, let me shut down this YouTube channel. It's not working for me. And but on the other hand, I thought, what will I do then? I cannot go out for job. My kids are very younger. Like even if I'm doing YouTube, I'm able to take care of my kid. What if I
yes.
will go out? Who will take care of my kid? So that's the condition, but people are not understanding that.
See, you didn't start it for the sake of people to understand.
Yes,
The main thing is your immediate family. If there is a problem in your immediate family, then you have to, like consider it seriously. Or else, I told you, or else take it as a feedback. Thank you, bus. That's it.
hmm.
Because either you spend time watching serials or gossiping. So you choose which one is, like healthier for you
I
mentally.
used to do it for like 3 years when my Mitansh was young. I had nothing to do. So I used to watch all these rubbish vlogs and all. Like there was no sense of watching. That time also I received these kinds of feedback. Like, what do you do whole day? You just watch these kinds of vlogs which are like unnecessary. You're not getting knowledge and all. So like what a person should do, I don't understand. People are going
Correct,
to judge you
correct.
no matter what you are doing. People are going to give your opinion.
Now it has changed. Earlier, they used to think that, a stay-at-home mother or a woman means she does nothing the whole day.
But
And when you
yeah,
go out and you come back, you're able to go out work peacefully, it's because of the lady of the house.
Yes,
Just
true.
imagine one day if the mother or if the lady is not at home, what will be your condition?
Yeah.
You will not know, 1,000 calls you will make. ये कहाँ है, वो कहाँ है, where is this kept, where is that kept?
Condition
Oh,
of the house, you cannot make it
uh,
like
correct.
nice.
Correct. It
Only
happens.
women can do this.
Happens. And when you come home, it's a cleaner home, a cleaner restroom. All these things matter. Okay, you don't clean it yourself,
Better.
but you get it done, isn't it? You are the one who
Yes.
takes care of this, and like you pay, looking after the servants, paying them, isn't it?
Hmm.
Then all that is there, managing them, all that is there. So even if people
Mhm.
say, then let them say it's okay.
I think today's session is really motivational for the people who really want to do something with their life, but something is stopping them to do. And
Correct.
I feel that,
Hold on, because everybody they will have their own day, isn't
yes.
it? Only thing is that waiting is tough, I know, but then don't take it as a waiting. Take it as a skill learning period,
Mm.
isn't it? It's only the way you look at things that will keep you, happy. If I look at it as I'm waiting impatiently for this, then you will not do anything. Oh, there is time, isn't it? Okay, then now let me learn this, or let me do this, or let me understand that. Then
Mm.
see how time flies. It's the
Mhm.
way you look at it. So it is.
Yes.
So the underlying thing is that conditioning your mind. That is the
Mm.
basic fact of all
True,
things.
ma'am.
True.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing all these things. And I hope this session would be very helpful for the other woman who wants
Hopefully,
to do something with their life.
correct, correct, correct.
And
Nice.
even personally, I feel that yes, it's very great things you have shared with me. I look up for you like as a senior person in my life who can guide me, motivate me for doing good stuff. And thank you so much, ma'am. And I would love to connect again whenever you will
Sure,
get time. Just
sure.
send me a message.
Yes.
I'm
Next
always
time
ready to connect with you.
we'll have a different topic, and
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. Bye, bye, and all the very best,
Oh,
Karishma. Bye, bye.
thank you so much, ma'am. Bye bye.